National 12 number 1, which was known as Alpha King because he thought it was going to be, he put all his work into it, it was the greatest dinghy ever made, and felt for a long time it would still be quick, and indeed it was.
So last week we introduced you to Pepsi, our National 12 dinghy, which we're now in the process of sorting out, ready for some dinghy sailing, with hopefully the first race planned being the New Year's Day race at Wilsonian Sailing Club. But this week it's back to the big boat. The season's over now, and after those cracking races in the autumn series, it's time to layer up for the few months over the winter and get us sorted out ready for next season.
That easy here because we have really clever people. Right, hello. Today Seahorse is coming out the water. It's December the 8th, I think. I'm staring right in the sun. It's sunny, which is cool, isn't it? So I've beaten Ian here. He's been to work all morning and he should be on his way hopefully.
Yeah, some of you might recognise that as Steve. There's also our ballast. And there's Richard. Well, I don't know, boys.
Well, hello. I'm now in where am I really? It's
Tea room.
It's a tea room for the workers, boys, bosun, whatever you want to call them. So I've got Steve here to interview him very briefly because we do a lot of videos where Seahorse comes in and out of the water. So this year we thought we'd do something just slightly different and talk to the guy that actually presses the buttons. Here he is. Right. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Hannah.
So how long have you worked here at the Medway Yacht Club?
16 years this time, and 4 years from 1990 to 94.
Wow. And just for the record, Steve has known me since I was 9. Yes, quite worrying that, isn't it?
So old.
You are.
Thank you.
So how many boats a season do you take sort of out the water?
The winter laying up, I'd imagine we take about 150 out.
Wow. Okay.
Some of them go away on road trailers, but the majority of them are stored in the car park and in the hill.
Okay, and is that do you actually have a plan where you put us, or is it just first in or first out, end up?
No, we have rows of boats which are different lengths, and we work on the lengths of the boat as they come out and put them in certain rows.
Okay, and say like we're always one of the first to go back in March, do you then stick us somewhere where you know you can get to us easily, or do you just move things around as and when need be?
No, we try and do it so as if you're first in, we put you somewhere we can get to you without moving somebody else.
Cool. Now if people watch our films and they're a bit nervous about trying to sort of steer their boat into the cradle, you guys have always helped us immensely. What would you say to sort of a nervous crew if they were going to do it for the first time?
Don't be afraid of using your throttle with a little bit of speed to get it into the machine, and then a bit of a stern to stop yourself, because if you come in too nervously you'll get blown away.
We do, but you guys kind of grab us with boat hooks if it all goes a bit wrong.
We try to, yeah. Yes. We don't lose our arms.
Yes. Have you lost anything yet? Like a
few boat hooks, yeah.
I imagine, yes.
Nobody over the side yet.
Okay, touch wood, I'm not going to film it today. Cool. So are there any preparations that us boat owners should do before we're ready to come out of the water?
Firstly, learn to drive the boat to get it into my machine. They should be scrubbed off below the waterline, and we'd like to have at least 1, if not 2 crew. Otherwise, if we get involved doing it ourselves, we have to tow you over.
Okay, well I'm hoping to help Ian today obviously when he arrives, so we should fit that criteria. And Seahorse's bottom was scrubbed only 2 weeks ago, so she should be sparkling. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Steve, for your kind words, and
we are next to come out the water. Okay, so Steve is very kindly taking Ian out to Seahorse.
So as Steve says, they get about 150 boats out of the water every winter at Medway Yacht Club, and that sounds like a lot of boats, and it is. But it's even more boats when you realise we have about a 5 metre tide on average on the River Medway, which means the actual time they can get the boats in and out of the water is very restricted around high tide, just an hour or two. Now I don't know how many boats Steve can normally get out, but I don't imagine it's that many. And when you start breaking down 150 boats into batches of just 5 or 6 a day perhaps, some days not even any if the weather's bad or if the tides just happen to be when it's dark, because let's not forget, the nights have closed in now. There's not actually many hours of daylight left now. So what it all means is that the poor lads here at the Medway Yacht Club have to work a 7-day week for this busy period, trying to get the boats all out and shored up, ready for the winter.
Okay, we now end up with the bosun on our boat for some reason. So, what we have is Richard is loading the crane in, and Chris is in the little bit, nothing to do with us, but you might have seen Chris in some of our films as well in the past.
Now when it comes to hauling out, clubs tend to fall into one of 3 groups. There's the fully paid up, professional kind of outfit where you have no choice but to pay for all the services and get everything done by the people at the yard. At the other end of the extreme, there's the do-it-yourself lot, where there are no staff and the yachtsmen tend to club together and all help each other out in getting the boats in and out of the water. Medway, we kind of fall between the two. The bosun and his team do all the heavy lifting for you and you pay a nominal fee for this, and we're fortunate enough to be able to hire a cradle, although a lot of people obviously have their own. But from that point on, you kind of do it yourself, and that's actively encouraged. It's a good blend. Not too expensive, but people that know what they're doing around to give you a hand with the things that you really wouldn't want to go wrong.
She goes, that's it. No more sailing for 4 months? 5 months? No. So, leave the dangling while we're going to sit in the cradle out. So they're just moving our cradle. I don't think we're going to permanently stay here. Because we are one of the last boats to come out. We don't want any of that, do we? Right. Well, there she is. That's it for 3.5 months. I don't think that's where she's going to end up. So as you can see, space is at an absolute premium here. We're absolutely chocker. Probably 5 boats deep each line. And there's Pigtail, my dad's boat, which we helped get out of the water 2 weeks ago. It's a fine looking vessel.
Well, thank you for coming on our journey this year with Seahorse. If you please could give us a thumbs up, so tick like and possibly subscribe, that would be fantastic for our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Happy sailing!